Hello and welcome back to another episode of 100% Orange Juice. I don't remember the last time I did this. Current patch is 1.6.4, and it's because of patch 1.6 that I'm going back to this game, which I will explain shortly. Let me just find a lobby I can join. I would like to play with Cynical Idealist, but I'm not a fan of the speed of one. So let's see if I can just join a game already in progress, like Sir Lord's game. They let me join, so let's do some explaining. In patch 1.6, they introduced these color packs. In addition to the previous ones that you could buy, and essentially there are level thresholds required to buy them. So I'm level 40 right now, but the highest level threshold right now is level 50 for the purple color pack. So let's see. I tried to evade that, doesn't really matter. This game's almost over anyway. I'm just gonna use this time to explain some stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna play this until I get to level 50, essentially, but the good news is they buffed the experience gain, so I don't think it'll take as long as it took me to get to level 40 initially, but I could be wrong there. And another reason I'm gonna play this game is because there are color packs, or like unlockable colors for every character, and you get these as like a drop in RPG terms. Like a drop after the end of each game, you have a chance of getting these colors as a drop. So I'm just gonna... My plan is try to join active games. If there are no active games and I have to choose my own character, then I guess I'll go sequentially, so like start with QP onward, and I'll mix it up a little bit by playing as random. Yeah, and in terms of actual gameplay for the patch, the only major change I can think of is that... the Miracle Field Effect now applies to combat as well. So if you land on the red combat tiles during a Miracle turn... If you land on it during a Miracle turn, then and you beat the critter there, you get 2 wins instead of 1, so... It's a way to combat all the star farming and those Miracle stages. It's kind of guess it's a welcome change, but it also kind of makes Tomomo Hell a bit harder to beat, if you know what I mean. Because now the Tomomos can get 2 wins instead of 1 on those combat panels. And that may just invalidate my all my wins in Tomomo Hell, but it's still done, and I don't plan on doing it again. This guy's getting these perfect numbers all the time. Yeah, well... I know also, there's chat added, but... in this game no one actually talked, so... is that. And, one more change in terms of the game is that, for the future of the toy store, that trap card only requires you to be level 2 to use it now instead of level 3. It's a pretty good change, because... It's a pretty good change in my opinion, because... Previously, if you had the card, and you got to level 3, you would only have a few turns in between where you would actually meet the requirement of having less than 50 stars to use it, since you're most likely either gonna get the... Excuse me, you're gonna get the 30 stars Norma most of the time for level 3. Or that, or the 2 wins Norma, but the point still remains that since the requirement was level 3 to use it, it was not a very viable card, per se. Now, it's a lot better. It's a lot better than Exchange, in my opinion, because Exchange has the chance to mess you up. Whereas for the future of the toy store, even if you land on it yourself, then you'll lose half your stars, but then you gain half your stars back, is what I'm trying to get at. Hmm. I'll just ready up here. If they'll let me join this level 40 scrub. And yeah, like I was saying, I'm just gonna play as QP. I already have the color packs for QP. Let's see. I like the orange one. Matches her hair color. So I'll just pick my cards quickly. And as you can see here, it's only a level 2 star requirement. Might as well pick that to show it off. It's a random stage, so I'm not sure what to expect. Holy Knight's always good. Too good, in fact. That's why they put it back to 1. Reverse Attribute Field doesn't affect us, so it's always a good card on QP. Can't be used against us. We can always use it against them. And again, we don't know what our opponents are playing, so... I think we'll just put in Knight's Present, Princess Privilege. Some Usabits, always good. I guess rainbow colored circles. Deck building in online multiplayer has always been a bit of an iffy because you don't really know who you're playing against, whereas in these scenarios, then you automatically know. Looks like it's practice stage. Start with a Heat 300% card, and we draw a big Magnum. I assume this green bubble means someone's talking. You could have gotten stuck on that side. Not sure what that actually means. Maybe they were talking about a previous game. I tried to join their game earlier, but they finished, and then... So then I just joined this one here. It's a bit slow, but better than not playing at all, I would say. I don't really want to fight Mark. I just want to stay close and farm stars. On the practice field, it's not really a star farming stage. It's more of a combat stage, even though that there's only 4 combat panels. It's more of a combat stage in the sense that since all of the players are not very separated, you're gonna have lots of opportunities to fight each other. We're gonna take this detour, draw a card. It's a bit come in useful later. Yeah, and might as well talk about why I haven't made videos in a while. Well, two reasons primarily. The first one is been busy with real life things. Don't want to get into too much detail about that. Mainly school related. Second is feeling a bit under the weather, not in the sense that I was like sick, more like I had like oh, that was just a misclick on my part. Yeah, it's about probably just edit that out. Yeah, I had 3 canker sores essentially. Like one on the gum of one of my teeth, one on bottom right corner of my lip, and the one that was like next to the one that was on the bottom right corner of my lip. So let me tell you, talking was... I tried to avoid it. I tried to avoid that as much as possible. But the ones on my lip are gone. The one on the gum of my tooth is still there, but I'm expecting it to go away in a day or 2. Not actually talking much about this game. This is just more of a, like a vlog of what's been going on. As for any new games I plan to play, we'll see. I finished Suguri recently. I'm not gonna do normal mode in that game. Just not my cup of tea. I prefer vertical shoot 'em ups a lot more than horizontal ones, that's for sure. I'm gonna survive this. I'm not gonna survive this. Rather unfortunate. I hope you understand my reasoning there. I just wanted to fight her so I could use her lollipop to level up. Didn't work out, but things happen. So in terms of matchup, we're against 2 Marks and a Hime. Not the best matchup mainly because all three of our opponents have +1 attack. And the QP with her neutral spread prefers opponents that have negative attack, obviously. That isn't to say that QP is a bad combat character. It's just that you don't really pick QP for combat. You pick QP because you want to be flexible with your choice. And QP is always a great choice on those random stages because you never know what's going to happen. If you're going to have a battlefield or you're going to have a miracle stage, QP's a consistent choice. Like, if you were to pick Mary Popo, for example, and then you got on Tomomo's Abyss, then you're going to have quite a bit of trouble getting that normal. Whereas with QP, you can adapt to the situation, and that's what makes QP, I guess, an above average tier character. Don't really talk to me about tier lists. I'm not really a guy to quantify that kind of thing. In terms of the current game, this Zero OBK person in the lead with 32 stars and 4 wins. Going for that 5 wins, that would secure them their next 2 Norma. Really glad color packs were introduced in this game because now I can easily tell that the blue mark is Kaneki, whereas the original color mark is Zero OBK, and I think that's an O. That could be a 0, like a 0 0, not you know what I mean. Well, this turn we're gonna level up, and we're gonna go for 30 more stars. Don't have any wins right now, so don't really want to go for that. No, I think that was for the future of the toy store that I put in. And now you see that Kaneki put it. Was it Kaneki? No, it was Zero. Yeah, Zero put it on their own lollipop. Like I said before, there is no detriment if you yourself land on For the Future of the Toy Store. So it's a pretty good card right now. It's a lot more usable than before, that's for sure. Still kind of useless in the late game though, since most of the time you're not going to have less than 50 stars. And even if you did, they're probably going for the combat Norma anyway. If you want a disruptive trap, you would go for the go-aways, since you can use them at any point of the game. You see, that's... Kaneki also has 4 wins now. It's kind of a problem. Oh, just get rid of the heat 300%. Am I forgetting anything in terms of patch and stuff? Well, there are numbers on the lollipops now. It's just to help the colorblind people. Main problem, I believe, was red-green colorblindness? Or red-blue? I always get those two mixed up. One thing I don't like about Practice Field is that something like this happens and you don't actually have a choice. You just choose how far you want to be from placement. You don't actually get to choose. You don't actually get to choose which tile you land on. There we choose draw, draw, or draw. Practice Field is probably the most meta stage because of the lack of field effects, so if there were ever, like, talking like MLG level, 100% orange juice pro gameplay, it would be this stage. You know that, like, Super Smash Bros. Meme, no items, Fox only, final destination? It would be this stage right here. It would be... Well, you can't really have no cards in the deck, so... It would be something like no hyper cards, critter characters only, Practice Field. Would be the equivalent of no items, Fox only, final destination. Speaking of, like, Smash Bros, really hyped for Smash 4 coming out on 3DS and the Wii U later on this year. We have 5 health. I'm not too concerned. Oh, we'll defend this. Retaliate. You would defend. I would have defended because it would have guaranteed survival. And then you could have, say, suicided on a critter next turn. But now, Kaneki's in a bit worse off of a position. Although, probably just land on a lollipop next turn, so nothing to worry about there. He may actually went for the evade there. Not a bad choice. And then Zero took 2 damage in retaliation. Sorry for calling Hime by Hime. I should really be calling it by the player name. Mystery K Star ASCII. We'll just call you Mystery to save my mouth some effort. Because I still do have that one Kangasaur. We're gonna fight. Do you want to fight you? Sure, we'll fight you. We'll fight you. That's a pitiful roll. We actually survived this at least. Oh, I decided to go for the fight because we were gonna get healed on the lollipop. Assuming we didn't die, of course. I would go for the lollipop. For that full heal. Long distance shot probably on me, so then I'll be at 1 health. I think that's... Oh, you do it on Kaneki, which... It's an okay choice. I personally would have saved that card for later. But there's always a risk that you could land on a draw panel and then have to discard it anyway, so might as well use it. You really should defend this. Yeah. I'm drinking tea from this morning. It's in the thermos, so it's lukewarm. Kaneki's at 1 health. I would love to fight you, but unfortunately that's not in the cards for us. I'm gonna save the go away card. I wanna put it on Zero's lollipop. We're gonna stop at home and not fight you. I really don't want to fight Zero, just because they have the health advantage and also the combat stat advantage. So Hime's gonna go in for the kill. There's no way that Kaneki was gonna survive that unless they had a rainbow colored circle. That's also a minor complaint, but not really, about that the only card that gives you evasion is rainbow colored circle. I think it's more for balance than anything else. We're gonna take this detour because then we're gonna have to make Zero. Then Zero will have the choice of either pursuing us or going straight for a lollipop. So she's gonna go for the lollipop. But she's not gonna land on it because she doesn't want me to land on it. Smart play. Zero is missing 1 win from the level 4 Norma, so I would have done the same thing. He may reach his level 3 Norma and has 76 stars, so she could easily get to level 4. She just rolled 4 this turn. Hard roll on the drop. It was gonna happen eventually. I would fight Hime if I were Zero in this position. Maybe they're concerned that Kaneki would revive on the following turn and then clean up. Sentinel survives, not that big of a surprise, and then you can't not evade this if you evade. Surprisingly, Kaneki doesn't revive. Most likely will next turn, otherwise they'll get pity revived on the following turn. And we actually land on Zero's lollipop, which I was hoping for, but I'm not really sure if Zero is the threat right now. It seems like Hime is gonna be the threat. She already has the 84 stars. She has 84 stars and 5 wins, so... But most likely, after level 4 Norma, you'd switch over to the Star. The Star Norma for the rest of the game. Just gonna put the go away card on the lollipop. next we'll go into some combat. It's against the Seagulls, so... Ugh. I was hoping to get the Seagull KO, but 2 wins at this point doesn't really mean much for us. Zero lands on Green's Lollipop. But Zero's still missing that 1 win. That's really the fallacy of the win Norma. If you don't already have it when you pick it, then you might never get it. At least with the Star Norma, it's not a guarantee that you'll get to the point, but you're getting passive stars each turn anyway, so it's a high chance that you're gonna get there sooner or later. Two marks sitting in a tree. Not really KISSING. If you want that, you'd have to go to a different YouTube channel. Although I'm not sure if that stuff is legal on YouTube anyway. Hime warped to the south. Or maybe I should be calling her Mystery, but Hime is less syllables, and I don't have to distinguish her from another Hime in the game, whereas these two, they're both at 1 health, so I wouldn't mind running up to them, getting a double kill here if I can roll high enough. Let's do it! Although you can probably evade that. I would say we got lucky, I would say they got unlucky. Zero went for the evade and got it though, so we'll defend and take 1. And unfortunately, Zero revived immediately, so... What I'm thinking is I want to pursue Kaneki. I wanted to pursue Kaneki, but you have the pudding card, so that's no longer in the cards for us. We still have Hyper Mode to get out of a pinch. I'm gonna take a side route. And the rainbow colored circle isn't really gonna help us in this situation. Oh, okay. I went for the long distance shot, which is not a bad play. I'm just gonna go for the hyper mode then. Go for the defense, I'll guarantee my death. That's fine, because then I'll revive next turn. This is a lesson to take home, kids. If you use hyper mode, you should, like, purposely die, because otherwise it's kind of wasted. Green bubble chat. How do I chat in this? Is it enter? Yeah. My rolls are terrible. And that's just the way things are. I rolled double ones! Double ones against, like, those two marks. We actually rolled a 6 and landed on a lollipop, so that's pretty nice. We have 130 stars. Level 4. Interesting, so... Zero opted to not land on her own lollipop, perhaps fearing some kind of hindrance trap, but if it were me, I would have went for it, since I'm greedy, I want the health. No win hell. Well, the good news is that you don't have to win to get experience in online multiplayer. Imagine if you did, though. It'd be one ruthless. And it'd be worse than, like, playing Mario Party with your friends. Which I have done a fair share of. Always getting my stars stolen from Boo. Or, like, getting my stars stolen because of Boo. So, we're just gonna chill here. Fight you. You have 1 health. Why not? Are you seeing this? Well, excuse me, I thought I rolled double ones, but I actually rolled double twos, but still, it's still on the bottom left of, like, the probability distribution. So bad. Against the character with -1 evade? The game's really just messing with me there. I clicked to go back into the game and I removed the card I wanted. Oh well. Oh, he may actually landed on the boss. Rolled maximum value there. -4 defense. I still would have went for the defense. Actually, no. With -4 defense, yeah, there was no way you would survive the boss's roll unless you had like any kind of card multiplier. Clean up crew QP. Well, since everyone's kind of dead, I guess not really much competition for us. With that go away trap on the blue lollipop, it'll delay Zero, who I perceive to be the biggest threat right now. But I'm just gonna win next turn probably, so. Gotta fight me now or never. Oh, clutch! I hope someone has a long distance shot, because at this point, that's the only way you're gonna stop me. So, Hime does go for the, blue lollipop, and it was a go away. So all we really have to do this turn is roll a 4 or higher and we'll win. If you roll less than that, oh my. You do have a times 16 big rocket, but the downside to that is if you use it on me, you won't be able to KO me. So instead, you go for 0 and then try to roll a 6 against me. All part of the plan, huh? This game, I suppose this game's not over just yet. Now we have to roll a 5 or a 6. And you still need to roll a 6 if you want to fight me. It was still a good plan. So I assume Zero will now try to fight me because that's your only out at this point. Go with the defend. And I still have one card in my hand, so they might think it's a hyper card. But if we look at the current deck and we count the amount of hyper cards used currently, it was either 3 or 4. I know I used 2 hypers. And here's my boss bro helping me out. Yeah, you take out that Zero. Well, you didn't have much left to lose anyway. We'll just hide this. Oh my god. That's gonna delay me quite a bit, but the good news is that those two colluders, for lack of a better term, are farther away. And Hime's gonna fight us here. I don't blame you. That's a good play. Can't survive this. Alright, now with now that Zero has the Super All-Out mode, they're gonna fight Hime. Well, you could've if you rolled anything higher than a 1, but... we don't have the Super All-Out mode, which is unfortunate, but we do have a Big Mag. So I want to revive this turn here, and then I want Hime to go on her Lollipop, then I'll fight her on her Lollipop with the Big Mag. Oh. Well played. Then again, you rolled a 2, so... now she has the choice. She has to fight me or bypass me, so... my plan still works. So I'm assuming she's gonna pass me, go for her Lollipop. And now is our chance to shine. You only get one shot, do not miss this chance. You know the rest of the song, I'm not gonna... Let's go for it, Big Magnum. So bad. Are you seeing this? Mad damages. I don't rely on luck to win these games. I rely on careful planning and ways to circumvent my bad luck. So, at this point, all I got is I gotta keep fighting Hime. The Super All-Out mode should be all used up. I think one of the marks still has it though. Let's just check. Yeah, the Kaneki still has Super All-Out mode. We are going to fight you. And you should defend if you want to survive. Because it's a guaranteed survival rate, even if you're taking 4 damage. And I'm probably gonna die here, but actually survive that. I have mixed feelings about this. Hime's at 1 health, but if she rolls that 2, she's just gonna win. Second place, I think? Second place not too bad. A bit longer video than normal, but yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be doing this more frequently because I want that level 50 swag. Thanks for watching, hope to see you again. Castella out.